Ayun. Ay. Hi guys.
Hey, do you know what? Neither do I. I already forgot.
Ay, bilis ni si bossing mo RD ah. Hello po, good evening. Kumusta? Kumusta?
1, 2, breathe. 3, 4, and
Thanks sa pag-notify. Thanks for sa pag-comment ng notify Sir RD. Good evening po. Oh, ano yan? Hindi gumana yung follow eh. Ah, hindi, may space yata. Share lang natin yung stream natin, guys. Pero salamat sir sa pag-follow for 400 million days. Oops.
let's go somewhere cooler.
Uy, grabe, 922 days. Konti na lang, 100,000 years na.
1, 2, breathe. 3, 4.
Ngayon yung release nung version 4.0. Kaya stream natin siya. Saan na ba tayo? Pag may Twitch channel kayo, pa-follow na rin sa Twitch, guys. Para masaya tayong lahat.
Life goes on.
Check ko pa yung stream. Teka, okay na. Let's go. Ano ba unahin? Ay, hindi pa pala tayo tapos sa commission. Let's do the commission first. Puntang-punta na ako sa Fonte. May bago kasing mapa. I mean, bagong lugar. Ay, saan to ah?
Welcome to Mondstadt.
Lisa, librarian. Happy birthday po kay Charles. Happy birthday, Charles. Nagkikita pa ba kayo ni Charles, sir? Cavalry Captain. Last question, Amber Outrider. May mali ako isa. Grabe, may bagong banner na wala pa rin tayong ipon na Primo Gems. Naubos sa last patch. Bakasyon ba? Okay. Magkaano ba kayo? Klase? Magkaklase or magka-school? Wala akong alam sa school eh.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
I got everything to get. Same campus. Okay. Campus pa. Ay, same school pala. Mga ano pala tayo. Diyan din sana ba? Indang. Mga Kabsueños. Char. Nakalimutan ko yung tawag. Kabsueños. Diyan din ako nag-aral ng dati. Oops. Ay, mali yung pinunta natin. Kabsu Indang. Oo. Main campus. Napakalaking school. Dati nung nag-aaral ako dyan, mga year 9, 2010. Char. Ngayon kasi nauso na yung mga motor, kaya okay lang. Dati talaga, hirap bumiyahe. I mean, uso na pala yung... Basta yung sabi ko, uso na pala yung motor dati. Kaso... Hindi pa ganun kadaling accessible sa mga tao. Mga taong pinag. Ano yung tapos na? Easy naman ng char. I got everything to get. Babae, ay di ko nabasa. Babaero yun si Chaz. Okay lang yung babaero, wag lang ano, lalakero.
The world looks glow. Squall and fury.
Baka magulat tayo, lalaki na yung hinahanap ni Charles.
Ways to the wicked!
The wind rises. Know your place.
Ayaw ha. Saan na ba? Uy, tapos na. 'Cause I was found before I was lost, baby. Alam ko rin babaero yan si Chas. Mga talaga mga gwapo babaero yan.
Add at
Tsaka balita ko ng agaw ng jowa yan si Charles. Ay. Yung beauty ni Charles pang agawan ng jowa. Charles, kung nasan ka man ngayon, pinagchichismisan ka namin.
add as. Thank you for.
Thank you. Okay, saan na ba tayo? Ano ba tayo muna? Ang ingin ng aso. Rinig na rinig yun. Ingay. Naglalo nag-ingay. I got everything together.
This realm.
Kinukuha muna natin yung mga dailies. Ay, ano na ba? Di pa pala ako nakakabili ng ganito.
If you ever.
go uncertain, then maghunt tayo ng artifacts. Magkakaroon, wala akong balita sa bagong artifacts. Ang ingay ng aso. Pag sinasawi lalong muna. Ang tagal ng teleport For all my mistakes, that's what just breaks me. Ay, wait. Isa kang introvert kung may pause na naman. Ay, wait.
Relax.
Ang haba naman itong reels na to. For all my mistakes, Mag-hunt muna tayo ng ano. Ganda-ganda at maayos-ayos. Artifacts para kay ano to. Ano yun? Hindi ko nakita may bago yata. Para kay One Direction.
Squall and fury. You can run.
Oh, what's up, Lord? Sir.
Behold.
Ano pala?
Go.
Squall and fury.
Hassle pag tinatamaan ka.
Bow your head. Behold.
Ang hirap lang kay One Direction ng ano. Sa daliri nakapagod mag-click-click. Di katulad kay Ayato, isang game lang. What's up din, Lods? Good evening. Happy version 4.0. Naka-download na ba tayo? Sa social media ng face ng Genshin, ang dami nagre-reklamo lahat. Parang maayos to kung crit damage. Dami nagre-reklamo sa bagong patch. Ang laki na ng palaki. Nasabog na daw yung phone nila.
Squall and fury. Riptide. The wind rises. You dare to gaze upon me?
Kaya nga.
Wheel of life.
Flames, purge!
Behold.
Sacred name. Fortune preserver.
You're dead. Upon the gale. Upon the gale. The wind rises.
Yes, tapos na. Nakapull na din. Ay, sana all. Ay, nagginawa ako bollocks. Nakakuha mo, sir. Hindi ko kasi trip si ano eh. Sino ba to? Si Lini? Lini? Si Lini? Lini Tunes. Hindi ko siya masyado trip eh. So, yung tuloy yung isang ano, 20 oh. Ano muna, mag-iipon muna ako. Zero balance tayo ngayon sa privileges. Ipon tayo for Ryo. Hindi ko, Ryo Tesli. Ano mabasahin yung pangalan? Ryo Tesli tsaka si Lubileta.
You can run.
Skip tayo dito kay Lini.
That's far enough.
Grabe naman. Ang hirap.
Know your place. You're dead.
You're dead.
Life goes on.
You're dead. Nice.
Quit following me.
EM. Somebody. May bago bang artifacts? Wait Check natin yung mapia. Mapua. This one. Wala. Ay, hindi. Ano to? Ay, ito na yung bagong artifacts. Ay, ang ganda. When current HP increases. Ay! Ay, pang kay ano to? Ryo Tesla. Exit na tayo dito. Exit na tayo. Try natin i-unlock yun. Tapos mag-hunt tayo. Kasi nakita ko yung kit ni Ryo Tesla. Base siya sa HP. Ryo Tesla. O ito. Ito na ba yun? Unlock na natin si Fontaine. Then maghahunt ako dun sa bagong artifacts. To be somebody who's still somehow. Relax.
Quit following me.
Ito na ba yung pa-Fontaine? Sana ito nga.
Good old caravan rebot. Now let Paimon think. What were we? Oh, Paimon remembers. Nahita's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor, but we followed the clue. So much time has already passed since then. And it seems Sumeru's changing for the better now that Nahita's in charge. Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time. And then Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal with. Yeah, guess you're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick of it. Who knew? Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of
Think
you.
of it.
Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble. Huh? Me? Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you... Anyway, for Nahita's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for...
Fontaine.
Look who it is.
Who's it
Running
this,
into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering around? We're usually taking care of some serious business. Even though But never mind that. What brings you here?
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. What were you two talking about?
Fontaine, let's go. Uy, yun o.
Huh? Can't say I saw that coming.
Serious?
But you are travelers after all. I get bumping into you like this will become a rarity.
May nakikichismis
I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it. Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two?
Thanks, but no need.
Ay,
Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't...
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two. So,
we can handle
when are
that,
you leaving?
We'll soon leave as soon as... Okay.
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried yet.
May chismoso. Si question mark.
I see. Guess you won't be
No,
needing a
Malis.
going away party or anything. It's sad enough to see, though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems true hero.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahita?
In
Oh,
her case...
good point. Then there's no
in
need to
her
bother
case
her in the
na.
real world.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, traveler in Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend.
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
Bye-bye, Sumeru. Thank you for the fun, Charis. Nagbabay na tayo sa Sumeru. After 7 minutes, approach tagal ah. Ito na yung dagat. Eh, agad yung, ano? Lapit lang pala. Lapit lang. Hindi kagaya ng ano. Saan tayo? OMG. Uy, hindi pa ito na-unlock, oh. Okay, puntahan natin siya. Sayang yan.
Squall and Fury.
Oh, di ba may treasure chest, oh? Uy, 100% naman ito. Nag-check ako ng mga friend natin na meron ng... Ang pangalan? Nakakalimutan ko lagi yung pangalan. Because I'm not interested. Sino ba to? Ah, si Lini. Pwede natin siya ng treasure.
Too slow. Upon the gale. Search for it.
Doku.
Take it and have fun. Too slow. Quit following me.
Nakita na tayo agad.
The wind rises.
Tumatama yung tira mo, pre. Tumatama sa bubong.
Too slow.
Hey, bro.
Too slow. Behold. You even want this?
She even want this, bro.
Quit following me.
Wow, malawak din pala to, ah. Oh, wow.
The wind rises. Unnecessary.
Ay, yabang.
Quit following me.
Bumaba pa talaga doon.
Unnecessary.
Uy, ano ba? I'm just, ano lang. Hindi ako sure kung dito na to dati pa. Ay, hindi, parang close siya dito, eh, no? Okay.
Too slow. Quit following me.
Okay, mga ibon.
Too slow.
Ay, umupo. Yun, narating ko din yung teleporters. Ay, hindi po pala.
Unnecessary. Too slow.
Oh, ayun.
Quit following me. There's no need to exchange pleasantries.
Kailangan ko pala magpalit
It's
ng
rather
traveler
pathetic to
kasi
force a conversation just to occupy silence.
para matesting natin yung Hydro Traveler. Change tayo ng team. Angos, diba, oh? Naka-posing na sila, nakabate. Ito, welcome to tayo. Ano ba? Ito. I want this team. Pwede na natin yung Hydro Goblet. Goblet ba to? Yes. Ay, Hydro. O, tama, Hydro Goblet. Animo. Wala, nawala yung Hydro natin. Ito. Awesome. Def 21%. Ano yun? Ito ba yung attack natin? 65, 140. Let's go, Traveler. Oops. Nasa Sumero na ba tayo? Ay, Sumero Fontaine. Kasi may bagong mapa, oh. Oh, there. Let's go, unlock na agad natin yan. Na-DC ako. Hello sir, na-DC ka pala. Kumusta po? Nakuha mo si si Lini. Di kasi ako interested sa kanya. Mag-iipon pa lang ako for Ryo. Di ko lang ba yung pangalan? Ryo Tesla. Tsaka si Nobeleta. Ayun yung focus natin yung dalawa. Kaso ang problema magkasunod sila. Hirap tayong mga F2P. Uy, may barko. Pwede ba dyan? Ito na technology ng Sumeru. Awesome. Hydro Traveler, let's go! In-equip ko na yung ko eh. In-equip na natin yung nakuha nating Pwede na yung pagtsagaan kahit defense. Awesome, Hydro. Na-testing ko yung Hydro. Ay, di ba baka may spoil tayo na boss. Di ko talaga chinek yung Uy, meron tayo agad isang ang tawag dito. Awesome. Teka, interactive mo ito. Interactive na. Para hindi tayo malito dito. Kasi mamaya ang daming ang tawag dito. Mahirap kapag magkasunod i-pool. Swertehan na lang. Oo nga eh. So, check ko kung sino pa-prioritize ko sa dalawa. Depende kung ano yung weapon nila. Or sa kit, kit, ganun, kit. Cryo kasi yung isa eh. Si Ryo Boom Boom. Eh wala pa akong cryo na DPS. Tsaka parang DPS siya. Nakita ko yung leak na kit niya pero pwede pa daw magbago. Like, siya, more on changes sa HP, parang hutaw. Pero sa kanya, may increased damage pag increased damage kapag nag-i-increase tsaka nagdi-decrease yung HP niya. So parang bagay sa kanya tong ano, kaka-check ko lang parang bagay yung bagong artifact sa kanya. Teka, inaano ko yung ano natin. Tawag ito. Ito ano. Isda, nasa interactive map. Ano to? Silang okay, nakuha na natin ito. Alright, one down, hydro pumps. Ito na talaga. Kaso nasa taas yung ano, water, Tower of, ito. Tower of 7, Statue of 7. Saan mo yung Tower of 7?
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it!
Lapit-lapit lang.
This must be... Wow! Everything looks so
Awesome.
advanced in Fontaine!
Yeah, very
Paimon's
advanced
heard that the
Fontaine.
industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds. Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice.
Tapos ang basa pala
but
sa arco
maybe
nila,
it would be better if we
Fossalor,
found
no?
something to do.
Fossalor. Narinig ko lang dun sa trailer. Basa ko pa naman ng Focalors.
What do you think?
Let's start by meeting the
Good
hydro
idea!
carbon.
Nahida gave us loads of useful
Ewan ko kung tama
information.
yung pagkarinig kong Fossalor.
Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this. Yeah, the more we could. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like?
Ano, spoiled
Will we
brat.
get along? Nahida said that she.
Yung
To
hydro
learn about a
archon is
nation's god,
spoiled brat.
start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the
No,
party.
pagka pumunta ka sa ibang lugar, one thing na huwag niyong pag-usapan is about the president. Char.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
Paano bigkasin yung mga pangalan nila.
Excuse me. Can I help you too? I couldn't help but notice you standing here.
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play.
Play?
Play.
Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact, it's a case that was just heard a few...
Really? Like a real trial? But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made
Ano
it
to
sound
eh,
like
this is
some
place
kind
of
of
ano
story.
eh, justice ba tawag dun? Ay, wait. Wait lang guys, tests. Tagal na. Ayun na nga.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they?
Okay.
And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act. Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story be. Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more
Epiclese.
commonly known as just the Opera House.
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question Fontaine's way of doing things. It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette.
Ah, Neuvillette. Okay. Tama pala yung pronunciation ko. Chief Justice Neuvillette.
As well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal,
Grabe naman yun.
a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
Oratrice? Is it some kind of machine, too? Oh, Paimon's
Oratrice,
curious. Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we...
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You
Lady
could definitely
Farina?
say it's her biggest passion.
Farina, okay.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
Huh. Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait,
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
That's
Ay,
right.
sana all.
After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described. Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon!
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
What?
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Neuvillette.
Neuvillette.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro, but who knows how long making an appointment will take? Guess we could have a look around the... Hey! What are you looking over there for?
There's a girl over there. Who's that girl?
Huh.
Uy, si ano?
Maybe
si...
something's the matter.
Si Lynette.
She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her.
Si Lynette. Ay, nakuha ko na pala si Lynette. Wait, mamaya natin siya iligtas. Magpaka-hydro bar, hydro charm. Hey, pakitin niyo. I wanna be the hydro traveler first. Para mabasa ito. Hydro. Okay. Hydro traveler.
Yeah.
Terror smash.
Yeah.
Tagal, ang taas pala nito. Parang healer tong team. Okay, uy, saan na yun? Oh my god, ito tayo! Sim. Ang laki na pala nito. Ang lawak na pala agad. They just like to follow your service. Sorry. Oh, pag pwede na tayo okay, a mysterious part that flows in the statue embedded in the message. Okay. Ayan, pwede tayo maglulubog-lubog. Aquatic stamina. Resonate pala. Hydro Traveler, y'all. Let's read. Okay, wait lang guys. Zaf was lost, found pala. Okay, let's check it out. Before I was lost, I was... Okay, unleashes a torrent that can cleanse the world. Wow. Send a enter, hold. I pag-press, search to... sends a torrent. Enter, aiming naman constantly fire, which you are aiming, dealing hydro damage to opponent. When the skill ends, it will send the so fusion using if the HP is higher than 50%, the damage that will increase based on the traveler's oxygen, and the traveler will lose a fixed amount every second. At certain intervals after using skill, will unleash a spirit breath torn that pierces opponents, dealing Ting torrent surge damage to drop spirit. Ano to? HP cost, HP damage, 6 seconds cooldown. Ito. Unleashes a slow moving floating bubble that deals continuous hydro damage. Skill damage duration cooldown. Ito. After the dewdrop fired, the whole model hits and bonds. If the traveler picks it up, may heal siya. 1 droplet can every second, and each use of aqua can create 4. That's maximum. Space is if HP is torrent surge skills and damage equal to 4 maximum damage. Okay, constellation. Picking up a sword and energy. The movement speed of rising waters. Plus damage. When using Aqua Crest Saber, ano yun? Ano skill yun? Yung ano pala? 10%? Wala siya nung last when the traveler picks up a source. Wala siya yung last sa taas na isa na. Love is fine. Ayun lang pala. Tapos HP.
Hello there.
Huh? Ah, I'm fine.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem...
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there.
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in...
No people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water.
Fresh
And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now, it's been... He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled... But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
Sorry.
Ah, I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, and you are?
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern. Ah, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason. So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now.
Lulabog yung Fontaine. Sakit.
Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now. Where to begin? Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet, have we?
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, traveler.
Hello, Paimon.
And hello, Paimon.
Ang tagal, grabe ah.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Oh, all right then. Well, by the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here. Please follow me.
Follow me. Try na natin siya. Let's try him now agad. Just try. Inahin nga natin to.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch. No! Don't get frostbite. Cool it.
Surrender and
Booba, get them!
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
Oh, so sorry. Dodge this.
come a little closer.
Nice and spicy! You're toast!
Let's spark things up.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch. Busted.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Next go. Oh, sakay ko na. Try na natin si Lenny. Lenny. Ha? Nakadito. What's that? Oh. Ito ba't nawawala HP ko? Talaga HP niya.
Step right up.
Wala siyang ano. Hold or something. Skill damage. Skill damage bonus. Ba't yung HP ko bago-bago? Ayun. Medyo kakaiba yung kit niya.
Now disappear.
Let's try again. Stuck ko na dito. Dalawang beses magko-consume ng HP.
And voila!
Oh, may hit.
Step right up. A round of applause. And
Kaso ang bagal parang. Ito talaga naglakad ulit sila.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina...
Oh. Oh, nasa. Ay, sino ba to? Si Farina to ah. Ay, si Farina to. Ito ba si Farina? Ito, si Lady Archon.
So, she's the Hydro-Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu.
Grabe naman. Parang si ano, Fishil.
As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Kilala siya?
Is she talking about us?
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally.
No?
Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured. I see clearly your sincerity. Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner. I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of
Sabi ng
Hydro
Focalor.
and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes, but the Hydro-Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little, Miss Hydro-Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding.
Ay,
Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities. You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick
Ay,
of
ito,
my
sinabi
finger
dito.
for me to know everything about you.
Whoa, talk about sounding high and mighty.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough?
What, is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I...
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Farina came here to personally see him. Oh, I bet this is gonna be...
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
not afraid. Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorend. I admire his bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. He is
Sword lang naman
obviously
yun.
a true warrior. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for.
Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. I'm getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of.
All right! Now that'll be worth seeing!
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house. It would be a pity not to use it.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it? According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating the
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. But if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Linny! Finally, someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Ah, great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object. But how exactly do you plan to prove?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform.
Aba?
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
Ay, tinatulungan sila.
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Huh? You call that magic?
I thought it was pretty good.
I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
And just like that, she's gone. nature, Paimon. That whole scene just...
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy. So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House.
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials...
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred. And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the...
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to... Oh, you really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me...
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that... You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of...
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born...
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
Many places have already been completely submerged. And now?
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentenced. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing as a magical item. These magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day! But...
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
Okay, meron tayong ano. Dalawang achievement yun. Like water. Hear about the prophecy. Obtain the power. Saan to? Ito.
What's this? So you also believe in the prophecy.
What? You mean...
No, I believe in the prophecy. But the story says that people once lived in the ocean. They were one with the ocean and couldn't live apart from it. But as time wore on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea within their bodies. Thus could people set foot on land. So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us all, it'll be like we're going home.
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before. But people can't live underwater. They'll die. You should probably still take it.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being dissolved into the water doesn't necessarily mean death.
Okay, next person.
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's been talking about.
Wala nang salita.
Ah, a magic pocket? Seems you really thought of everything. I guess it's better to... Thanks. Please, also thank the magician on my...
Time to go. Wind strike.
Huh? I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the prophecy's true, it's still gonna be a long time before the water can cover everything. Life is all about living in the moment. What use is there in worrying about the future all the time? We'll cross that bridge when we...
You should still take it. You never know when it'll come in handy.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that... if I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I have now. I'd really rather...
Ano sa tira niya yun?
Oh? You already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, what did people have to say? I bet you heard, yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
Is there anything else you need to do?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help. Many hands make...
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
It seems we have to use Hydro to collect Romaritime flowers.
Nice. Ano to?
A touch of frost.
Hindi ko nabasa. So, how to get this? Hydro?
Adventure time!
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished. Maybe next time you'll.
No way. I'm in power saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance of.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready.
So, we're going to the Court of Fontaine before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants to...
Ngayon na, magagalit na tayo.
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Sino yan?
Huh? What's wrong with her?
She's obviously... Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movement.
Ay, may clip to. Yung mga snatcher din pala dito eh.
Oh, he's right!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps you two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run. All right, let's go.
Let's go. Baka mag-stop stream na. Nantok na ako. Ito na, malapit na yung ano, OMG. Makapag-hunt na tayo. Pero, craft muna tayo ng... Ang panira niya.
Water jet!
Water ray gun. Malapit na to. Pabe mga guys, stop stream na tayo for today. Pero baka dadalasan ko pag stream ng Genshin kasi may event. Bye muna, isdaan.